Look at all these blessings we've been given, friends. We've been given the Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETF, Bitcoin Strategic Reserve talks, and Donald Trump return. So if you put all of these together, it just, man, I know you can't really quantitate these. Yes, quantitate. But, man, it just says to me there has to be a big fat alt season mania. It has to be. Like, every single thing that should have determined how big the alt season is going to be has been a success. Everything. Trump, landslide win, like just everything. Dodging the matrix bullet. Showing you the impossible is actually possible. All these things have been working their way over time for us, and they have. It's basically the Lord telling us we're going to get the biggest alt season of our life. That's how I'm interpreting it. But I still don't want to like let go of this skepticism, friends, because it's markets, man. They could just, you know what I mean? You know, it just turns on a dime. Just takes a couple of red monthly candles. You know, it's over. And speaking of that, you know, throughout 2025 next year, well, there's basically been three cycles before where we have that post-Halvening Euphoria run. So we had, in two of them, there were 3 red monthly candles. 3 big cycles. In one of them, the soy, lactating man boobs, soy Bankman Fried, banging Caroline all over the bean bags, and thankfully not making a sex tape of that. That would be something I'd definitely never want to see that. But if you have seen it, if there's some exists, maybe just post a link just so we know to avoid it. But yeah, that was 6 red monthly candles in 2021. Just to show you the pain of that. That was disgusting. All of it was as well because of China. China basically ruined it as well. So you can have some like Zen approach to that. Next year, it's outside of our control. You and I, we literally can't control that red monthly candle. It's just going to play out how it's going to play out. You know, you might don't think about this because I don't think we have to worry. But you know, there will be a point though. Maybe there's been like 3 red monthly candles in October next year, and so you have to bet like, oh my gosh, November, December, like, what if they're like red? So then technically, oh, now you have 5 red monthly candles of the year. It's better than 2021, but you see what I mean? That might get some people to cheat now. But I guess we'll see when we get there. The only thing left to do is just let the whole 2025 play out. Because what I've noticed is, friends, when you like look at these in a macro scheme, you don't have to stress about like this like one little sell area thing. The only person who has to really do it is you're all in on one coin. You're trying to time the top, which you never be able to get because if you overlay all the coins, they time at different days and different moments. It's not just one tops out on a day, another tops out 3 days later, and they're doing like a 50% burst in those final 2 or 3 days, or another 30% burst. That's a lot, man. You know, so like if you had a coin, if your portfolio was like 700K, and then you watch it tick up to 1 million, but then it comes back down to 700K, you're looking at that million now. You think, oh wow, I had $1 million in my portfolio here. Now it's down to 700K. The next dip should be, you know, the higher low to take us forward, but it actually is not. You see how you get into these traps? Why? Because you're looking at this number. But really, you should look at your portfolio as a collection of stuff. We're surfing on a wave. That's how we're looking at it. So if this 4-year cycle is truly repeating, we might see a sudden burst of crypto rising in the first 2 weeks of January. That's what's happened before. In 2017 and 2021, though, January had a corrective 30% drop. So that is something to think about. You know what I'll do? I'll actually go look at Ethereum and see what Ethereum did in that January period. So Ethereum around here, friends, I think this is the Feb here. So Ethereum actually held up pretty well. It did a 28% wick down. This is January, comes up here, and then this is the next one on Feb. So that's pretty much what it looks like. Remember, this is alt season beginning. So Bitcoin gets crushed, but alts are still rising. That's like that's the beginning of the end. You've been waiting this whole period for it to get there. You know, if I go back and I just show you, this is the McBitty coin price. We go and have a look at what it was doing here in January. There you go. January did a 30% drop. But that's Bitcoin. Ethereum was doing well. Ethereum only had like this nice wick part and it continued up higher. And you're like, wow, finally things are starting to happen. But yeah, man, that's why it was to a shock, man. it was all over in April, May. Like, what do you mean? Like, we just waited 4 years for altcoins to be strong when Bitcoin dumps, and then it starts happening in January. It's like, yeah, you got to be out. That's why everyone's taken blindsided. Shout out to the friendship cult as well. So this is from my Telegram, right? Somi, do crack for us. Somi, please do crack for us. Let me show you. And tell us what happens in 2028. Sir, if I could do that, trust me, I'd already be there right now. We have Somi fan token with an AI picture. I saw Richard Hart at Bunnings today buying pegs at aisle 12. Thank you, sir. And we're riding on Lightning, Pika style. Of course, friends, all these altcoins and everything out here. Yes, we are in that. And can we just get a bit more dopamine? I hope you're really appreciative of it. Once you start to understand yourself, you can never truly escape it. You can't, man, because you're riding with the emotions. But it makes it, you get to handle it more. You're like, man, the dopamine's cut off. I need the dopamine. Because now you separated your whole fiber in your being with like, hey, I need a chemical in my brain. Because now you understand what's going on. Chemical go up, chemical go down, chemical go up. You understand this dichotomy of these things, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down, back and forth. That's exactly what you're trading in the market. So when you feel bad, it's not like, oh man, I've got to assess all my assessments. I've got to assess everything in life. No. You just need a bit more drugs. No, that's welcome to life, friends. Welcome to life as an investor. Now, it is tough as well. This is our friend, Mr. Silvertooth. He dyed his hair pumpermental green to make Hex pump. This is EHEX. Unfortunately, this is what the chart looked at the time. We thought it was like low, and unfortunately, it dropped another 90% from that point. Now it's still down 50%. So the picture was actually taken right here. So yeah, it's kind of, that's why, man, everyone's fed up, man. Everyone's fed up. So it dropped another 90% to the low here. Now it's down 50%. So from this point going out here. So yeah, I made that scheduled post a year and a half ago, man. Wow. That was June 2023. And I'm like, hey, that's why I like always playing these fun games. Hey, did Silvertooth dyeing his hair green, did it pump EHEX? No, didn't pump anything. Everything just dropped another 50. Everything got murdered, man. Very unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, that's Bitcoin halvening. It gives you the hope that things can go up, but doesn't give you the whole, the release you're looking for, which is post Bitcoin halvening year. Also, be careful of FUD, right? Look at this picture. Hex, crypto designed for 10,000x returns is destined for failure. January 2nd, 2020, literally at the bottom. So that's why when you see corrupt, fat man titty, estrogen union, the red circus, red nose Interpol notice that no one takes seriously, when you see that, just know that, man, this was happening before. Hex, literally at the bottom, it's destined for failure. See, look at they called it, friends. They literally said, it's not a Ponzi, it's not a pyramid, it's a new breed of a scam. Okay, now you're probably looking at it like, oh yeah, they were right. It's a cycle, bro. But like, okay, what if next year we're up 20x from today? You go, oh wait, no, they're wrong again. So it's almost like everything that's down is a scam and everything that's up is great opportunity. Welcome to cycles. It's cycle. It's cyclical. There's no good or bad in it. It's like a day. Like, the current time is 4:30 in the afternoon. Is that good or bad? You're like, what do you mean good or bad? There's no good or bad here. That's humans putting their own thing on it here, right? So they're networks. Okay, it's a network. They're cycles. Amazing to see. Did a 10,000x from that point, by the way. 10,000x. From 5 million market cap to 50 billion. Do you think something similar can appear today, friends? I know all these numbers and stuff out here. Yeah, we obviously want the highest that we can go, but just showing you that, man, this thing is no different. Also, you get to see Hex was just a meme back then because it literally said Hex designed to do 10,000x. It was just a meme. Now it's a cult. Pulse chain. It's a cult now. All right. Then if it grows big enough, you're on your way. You got the religion part. Cardano's almost a religion. Cardano, friends, if it can crack a couple of 100 billion, you're towards your religion part. Okay. XRP as well. Friends, XRP army, if they go up, it's got to be some sick, I'm joking. So it's some sick religion out there. But yeah, man, I mean, like I get inspired by XRP, dude. Look, they didn't have to invent anything. And they took their time. They took 5 years to like copy paste Uniswap decks or whatever, like a couple of years. They've done everything wrong, technically. They've done everything wrong, theoretically on paper. It didn't matter. The army carried it. Which it's inspirational, man. People look at it and they get jealous and envious. No, bro, that's inspirational. It's like you're going to play a soccer match and you're up against the other goalkeeper. And then you watch a pirate hop. You watch Captain RG3. He hops with one leg and he kicks a ball in a penalty and like the keeper misses somehow. You know what I mean? Like, get inspired, man. Like, a pirate with one leg scored a goal against his keeper. You know what I mean? That's what you want. That's what I'm saying. Next year, a freaking pirate with one leg scored. That's XRP, guys. All right? So that's the potential future that's coming our way. Also, I mentioned this before, but it's actually true, friends. We have UFO peppies and stuff out here. Remember, the UFO topic is the only one thing that could probably unite America one day. Okay, the UFO topic, because it's not left versus right. It's insiders and outsiders. And everyone's an outsider. I watched the program, James Fox's new UFO documentary. Really good. There's an awesome scene in it, friends, man. I want to show you. Yeah. I don't know if I can find the picture. I don't know what to look up. So there's a part in there where there's a US Army guy. They were driving in the desert. And there's 3 of them. And they're driving through the desert. There's all these cactuses and stuff out here. I think it's Las Vegas. And they see this guy just walking, and he's stumbling. Okay, they drive up to him, and the guy's thinking to his mind. He gave the interview, by the way. The guy who actually saw these. He was actually the guy who was driving the car. He walked up to him, and so they drove up to him. They're like, "Man, this guy looks really pale. Like he's gonna die of thirst. He's running out of water." And they approached him. They pulled down the car, and looked at him, and then his other military guy said, "Bro, he's got no effing ears." So it was literally an alien, dude. He had no ears. And he looked like us. He had no ears. He had blue-white skin. And he had double our eyes. So he kind of looked like he had our face, just double the eyes, just bigger eyes. Now, interesting as well, they said, he looked at the shoes. The guy's shoes were like super shiny. He had these boots on. And they're like, they were watching him like stumble like 300 meters along the desert. He's like, "You've been running through this desert. There's no dust on your shoes. What the hell?" It's kind of cool, right, to see that. And then the guy, this is the funny part, right? He looked at them and he started talking gibberish, but he said the words coming out of his mouth, we couldn't understand. However, we all knew what he was talking about. They said somehow we knew what I was talking about. So telekinesis. So it's kind of funny. He's going, blah, 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 but he was just beaming images. And it's funny. The alien asked him, "My ship's broken down. Do you have like titrillium or tyrillium or something?" Like, and they're like, we don't know what that metal is, bro. You know what I mean? Like they go, "We got titanium. Do you need titanium?" He's like, "No." He goes back to his ship was like this little egg thing. Tiny. It was tiny. He got in. And they just watched him go up to the sky. And they said the ship was broken pretty much. So it couldn't like zip up really fast. It was like going up in like stalling up. And they went out there. Yes, it's a US guy. It's actually in the documentary. He gives a full retelling of it. They actually have a picture of what he looked like. I'll try to find it. And friends, because I actually love you, I went back. I just took some screenshots of it just to show you. I've actually got all the depictions here. So this is the UFO. This is what it looked like. This was the little ship that was found. This is the UFO itself. This is the Mr. Alien dude. He's got no ears. That's kind of funny. Dude, where's your ears? So innocent back then. Now if you see it, we're like, "Hey, what's the Bitcoin price going to be in 4 years, bro? Can you please tell me?" "Hey, it's the telekinesis guy. You got any crystal ball stuff?" No, not that crystal ball. Crystal ball, if you know what I mean. It's kind of funny. See, he just looked like kind of human, but he's pale. He's just got big eyes. So I wonder, maybe you're not 5 million years advanced from us. Maybe you're only 100,000 years of us advanced. It's kind of weird because there's different ones. It's kind of crazy, man. I'm like, what? There's different races? What? Oh, like a lot of different races. Like I just thought that was like Star Trek science fiction games. Oh, there's a bug here. And like, it's kind of funny. No, there aren't. This was Jason Sands, friends. This is the actual military. This is the guy telling the story. This is the military guy who actually saw him. He got communicated with. This is the desert. This is actually it. This is the screenshots. I really recommend a watch for him. It's awesome. I really recommend James Fox's documentary. The program just came out days ago. It's 20, I think like 15 or 20 bucks or something. But if you wait a few days, they're going to allow you to rent it. I couldn't be bothered because I'm like, well, you know, we spend thousands of dollars getting rugged in meme coins. I'll pay an extra 10 bucks just to watch this thing now. Yeah, it is fascinating, friends. I love this stuff. I do believe the government's going to have to admit stuff, man. There's just too much. There's too much pressure now. Why? Because all the politicians, this is the thing, friends. Why they have to admit stuff? The politicians are now looking stupid because the politicians are outsiders like us in Congress. There's only a few insiders, and there's about 400 people in the programs altogether. This was actually from the reports maybe decades ago. It could be bigger now, even more. But yeah, and it's all compartmentalized as well. So it's just kind of funny how this. See, that's what happens, friends. Just like why crypto is going to move up. They printed too much money. There are too many poor people. When you make too many poor people, they start acting in ways rational all for them, and you can actually front run them. They're all coming into crypto. Oh, I'm getting drained of my purchasing power in fiat. Cool, I'm coming to crypto. There's just too many poor people. Okay, there's too many outsiders when it comes to the UFO topic as well. Way too many. So yeah, once again, Mr. Alien, blue alien dude with his eyes. He looks like he's been rolling some pills or something. It's kind of funny, man. I've never seen any one of these, of course. I do wonder though, man. It feels like it's getting closer. If you're curious as well, why do we see these things? Are they drones or not? Firstly, they could do hologram stuff, so they can make it look. This is why it's an impossible. Friends, we're literally monkeys in a zoo. Mr. UFOs, they can make stuff appear in a different form for your brain when you view it. So maybe they can make me see a giant banana, but you see a giant apple. They can do that. That's why what they've done over time is what they do to appear to watch over humans, it looks differently. It's different interpretations of us because we have no word, because we're like looking at stuff, right? Because your brain's showing like, wait, I've never seen anything like that. Okay, that's why. But as humans, we know, man, we're not alone. But we're literally negative 50 IQ compared to them. Okay, I've got more UFO videos coming out later on. In America, a low-income person can gamble their entire $20,000 of life savings at Vegas. Kind of weird, man. You can, and they don't say anything. You can literally bet everything on an online platform, just lose it. But Wall Street gatekeeping scum. Like Wall Street guy, hey, I'm Freddie Kreuger. Freddie blocked me, friends. Uncle Freddie. I don't know if you're aware of what you signed up for. Everybody, the Wall Street guy. Ah, man, these pro third-party custody cucks coming into crypto now. Yeah, but if you want their money, that's what you have to accept. You're a pro third-party custody cuck. You suck off BlackRock. I get it. We need your dollars. We front run you. We're already in. Now you got to get the rest of your boomer friends to come in and make them think like they're actually winning. Okay. And also the Wall Street gatekeeping scum friends. They won't let these low net worth individuals under $1 million uncredited. That's what they consider low, right? They won't let you invest early. Do you want to know how much money it takes to get a company public? By the way, friends, $100 million for 5 years. So it's $40 million up front. And then $10 million ongoing fees every year. So after 5 years, your company needed, just for fees, $100 million bucks. Just for fees to Wall Street. Wall Street and the corrupt SEC and these accounting, it's all run by Wall Street on the US stock market. $100 million bucks, bro. But you can go make a coin on a DEX for literally 50 bucks. Instantly. Do you see the power of crypto? Now, a lot of people will say, well, what about the fundamentals? You don't even have the ability to change the McDonald's menu when you own McDonald's stock. Okay? You don't have the ability. You're just there because you want to dump on the next guy. That's it. We know it. Yeah, you get some access to cash flow. Shut up, bro. No, you don't. Most people's experience of the stock market is they're DCAing money for 30 years and they get to dump. That's it. Do you think Nurse Anna and like Plumber Pete, Do you think they care about changing Hungry Jack's lettuce style when they DCA buy into these Ponzi's? No, they don't care. They just want to dump and retire. 99% of people, that's all they care about. They just want to make money. Or they're forced to with their superannuation, the 401k stuff. So, I mean, like, it's obviously, we understand that, friends. We know that. That's why crypto and the product market fit that's developing, it makes sense to us. Highest value content in crypto. Like, subscribe. I mean, I even have my tweet here to remind you. In crypto, you can create a token to represent a community for less than $100. So, F bitches, get honey. You know, when you're looking at this, it really screams it, bro. It costs watch out for all the crypto influencers saying this now, friends. It's true, though. Spread it out. It costs $100 million to make a freaking stock public. How do you think it gets public, though? Goldman Slugs and all of Freddie Croy goes, Wall Street guy, friend. Hey, it's a Wall Street guy over here. They are front-running retail to dump on. So, let's say the stock, it's at 5 cents. IPO, okay, Goldman Slugs get it at 10 cents. And then some other third-tier brokers buy it at 20 cents. And then they spend all the marketing to get it listed on the stock market. And they'll try to get the media hype so they can dump it at like 50 cents at the start. That's how the game works. That's like everything that's been happening in crypto, where do you think we got it from? It's same humanity. It's the same thing. Don't stop believing, though. Don't stop believing, friends. We are still going to make it. Green monthly candles will await us. I want to ask you, though, how many red monthly candles do you think we're going to get in 2025? Based off, the last time we had Donald Trump, we had 3 red monthly candles in 2017. But also, before Donald Trump, Obama, we had 3 red candles as well in 2013. 3 and 3. In Joey Biden, lactating man boobs, soy Bankman Fried cycle, we got robbed. Yeah, that was 6. Hope we get 3, man. I'm just gonna guess 3 because I'm like, it might just be as simple as that. It will be scary though, man. Imagine, friends. Imagine. Okay, I'm just gonna show you something. Do you know, last year, yeah, in 2023, look at this. We started going green from September. So actually, look at 2023, friends. We had this. This is actually crazy. Now, look at this, friends. We had 3 red monthly candles in 2023. I never counted that. That's interesting. We've had 3, okay, and then we just went up only. And now we've had this year 1, 2. We've had 3. Now, is Dikemba going to finish green or red? I don't know. And then we've gone up only. All right. If we actually go back, friends, I'm going to check it out. I want to quickly look at, if you allow me to, if you go back to Bitcoin, this first cycle, right? Bitcoin halvening, the Bitcoin halvening year. You had 3 here. But what about the year before it? You had 2. 2012, you only had 2 red monthly candles. These are like really, really small. I could have gone either way. But hey, the data's the data, right? So you had 2 red monthly candles. What about if we check out 2016? The year 2016, we had 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. There you go, 4. Interesting. So it's not funny. We had 2 and 4. Now we get 3 red monthly candles. It's fascinating. That's all. It's crazy how that just appears, man. These monthly candles. You probably want to know, hey, my friend Somi, can you please show us the soy Bankman Fried cycle? Okay, well, look at this. In the Bitcoin halvening year of 2020, friends, if you go to January, look at this. We had 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, we had 4 red monthly candles. Interesting how it continuously, that's weird, man. It's just, 3 or 4, 3 or 4. Well, we had 3 now. So I guess our fate will be determined next year. I just showed you, it'll be scary, but imagine we've had 3 red monthly candles and now we tick into September of next year. Imagine that. Because at that point, it's going to be a devastating one if we get it. And it's literally a full believer's cycle. Like you just believe we're going to go green September, October, November, December, blow off. That's what happened this year, by the way. That's exactly what happened this year, friends. Look at this. September green, green, green. Look at that. And then also last year, look, started from September green, 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 green. Oh, man, I know. There's There's no easy way about it. It is truly a believer's cycle. Non-believers will be mogged. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.